Guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bimbo, a UK care assistant and a Nigerian trained pharmacist, and also I am a custodian and an ambassador of good news. In this video, I am going to be sharing this good news for skilled workers in the UK and students in the UK. Whether you are still studying your MSc program or you have graduated and you are yet to get a job to sponsor your stay in the UK, or you are a care worker who's looking for another employer to sponsor your stay and guarantee your fixed shift, like fixed work hours in the UK. So try as much as possible to watch this video to the very end. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, please consider liking this video, subscribing and sharing this video out. It is no longer news that from 11th of March 2024, the Home Office has come out with a new policy that says that if you are changing from any other kind of visa category to the care visa, you wouldn't be able to remain with your dependents, and you wouldn't be able to bring your dependents in if you are just coming into the UK. And also, if you remember that I shared in one of my videos how my friend that was a student in the UK graduated without a job to sponsor her, opted for the post-study work visa, still waiting for a job to sponsor her. She landed a job in Canada and moved from the UK with our entire family to Canada on a work visa. So there's something very exciting that is coming up in the UK. That is the International Recruitment event that is coming up. And what this means is that Canadian employers are coming to the UK to hold a jobs fair, and this is taking place in two different locations, one in the UK and the other one in Republic of Ireland, that is Dublin. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys to see what days this is coming up, what location in the UK this is coming up. This is a good opportunity for you if you're frustrated with the entire immigration changes that's ongoing in the UK. So this opportunity is for people in the UK to move to Canadian province that is known as New Brunswick. It is located on Canada's east coast along the Atlantic Ocean. New Brunswick offers a distinct way of life and exciting career opportunities. We value the experiences and skills of newcomers from all over the world, and we look forward to welcoming you and your family home. So this event is taking place in April 2024, and it is taking place in two different locations. One is United Kingdom and the other place is Ireland, which is the Republic of Ireland, Dublin. So GNB Skill Trades and Healthcare Recruitment is happening in Birmingham and Dublin, and the dates are: in Birmingham, it is happening on the 25th of April 2024, and in Dublin, Ireland, it is happening on the 27th of April 2024. So there are other things that are coming up, but they are not in the UK, so there's no need talking about them. So I'm going to leave the link to this jobs fair in the description. So you need to sign up, and these are the requirements. This particular jobs fair is for healthcare recruitment. So if you are experienced in the healthcare sector in the UK as a care assistant, you are qualified to apply. But to sign up on this page, this is the registration page, and if you look at the second paragraph, it says New Brunswick is recruiting skilled workers to meet its labor market demands. We're looking for candidates who demonstrate a high level of human capital with skills, training and experience in one of New Brunswick's in-demand sectors. Thank you for your interest in New Brunswick. Please note that this is an in-person event. Only selected candidates will be invited to the information session. So let us look at the requirements. You have to put in your name, your first name, your last name, your email address, you confirm it, and then you have to select the desired dates to attend the in-person event depending on the location. So you either choose the 25th of April if you are going to be attending in Birmingham, or the 27th of April if you are going to be attending in Dublin. Then the NOC selection and job specification questions. The NOC is the National Occupation Classification to classify professions and so on and so forth. So for healthcare assistants, they don't call it like healthcare assistants in Canada. It is known as nurse aides, huddlings, and patient service associates. That is the NOC. So you choose NOC 33102. Let's go. Select your NOC. I have selected. And in what country did you do your training? So you put in the country where you have done your care trainings, which for me, it is the United Kingdom. Then how many years of recent experience do you have in the selected occupation? I put in 1 year, and be sure that you have the company to reference you. Now, do you have a valid driver's license? You can either choose a yes or a no. And if you choose a yes, it will ask you what issuing country. So if you have your Nigerian passport, if you have your Nigerian driver's license that is still valid, not expired, you can put in Nigeria. At least you can get your international driving license. And if you have a UK driving license, you can put in the UK. But for me, my Nigerian license has expired and I haven't got a UK license. So do you have a valid Canadian Federal Express Entry profile? These questions are more specific, and I think this may be one of the criteria that they want to use. If you are already in the pool in the Federal Express Entry pool, you stand a very high chance. For me, it is a no. Do you have a valid INB profile number? That is for people that are in the provincial nomination pool. That is the Immigration New Brunswick profile number. If you are in the PNP already, for me it is a no. So if you have your PNP, if you're in the pool and you have your PNP profile number, you also stand a very high chance. So these are the agreements and terms and conditions for you to put in your consent. You just click these two and then you put in your agreed and then you save, and let's see what's on the next page. Apparently, we've got 4 pages. So this is the second page that is asking for education skills and experience. Do you have a high school diploma or certificate? If you have, you can put it there. What's your former education field? Are you in technical school for electricians, masters, or geography or whatever? Just put your own depending on which one you have. I haven't filled this. I'll fill it and let you see. Do you have a valid education credential assessment, like a valid ECA? So for many people that eventually made it to the UK, while they have tried so much for Canadian Express Entry, some of us already have our ECA, or in my own case as a pharmacist, you might have evaluated your DPharm using the PEBC. So if you have any of these, just put in a yes. They're asking you to upload a copy of your ECA report. If you have got any, you can upload it. Then the skilled work experience. Your work experience must be at least 1 year, and it must be continuous full-time or an equal amount in part-time, which should be about 30 hours per week and 24 months in your primary profession or a similar field. The job you intend to do in New Brunswick. So as a care assistant in the UK, you must have at least 1 year care experience with at least 30 hours per week and full-time, or if it is a part-time, it must be at least over 24 months. That's over 1 year in the last 5 years. Then it must be a paid work, or volunteer work and unpaid internships do not count, so it must be paid. And then you're asked to please upload your resume. You must upload your CV in either a JPEG or a PDF format. Do not include a photo and limit content to just 2 pages, so not more than 2 pages. You can upload your CV here, and then make sure that in your CV every employer that you mention can reference you, because that is very important. Also, you need to put in your consent, and then you click all this and then save and move to the next page. It is for age, language, and adaptability. So what country do you have a citizenship? For me, it is Nigeria. So if you're already a British citizen, you can put in what it is. Country of legal address. So you can put in your current country. Date of birth, you put in your date of birth. What is your level of English competency? You say whatever it is. Is it advanced? Is it intermediate? what is your level of French competency. So if you have any French certificate, you can put whatever level of competency you have there. So have you completed a language competency test like an IELTS or a TEF or CELPIP or whatever? You choose whichever one you have done. In my own case, I haven't done any. You have your IELTS. I'm sure that it's going to ask you more questions like, please upload a proof here, like your certificates, or so it's going to ask you to upload a certificate of your IELTS or whatever you have taken. But if you don't have any, simply click your no. Now it's asking you for proof of funds. Depending on the immigration program you will be eligible for, there will be various thresholds of minimum financial requirements. You must show that you have enough money to support yourself and your family after you get to Canada. You cannot borrow this money from another person. You must be able to use this money to pay the cost of living for your family, even if they are not coming to Canada with you. The amount of money you need to support yourself and or your family is determined by the size of your family. The amounts are updated every year. Please refer to the IRCC resources on this matter so you can check what proof of funds you need depending on your family size. Then the retention and adaptability. The province of New Brunswick has a responsibility to select candidates who show a high likelihood of becoming economically established in the province. If you have first-degree relatives living in another province or territory in Canada, whether a brother, sister, parent, we strongly recommend you contact the province where your family resides to inquire about their provincial immigration program. So now they're asking how many dependents, either spouse or children, do you wish to include in your application. So as it applies to you, fill it. Do you have relatives in New Brunswick? If you do, select yes. Let me see. If you do not, so now if you select yes, they're asking you where in New Brunswick. You should be able to provide the address of your relative. So in my own case, I do not have any. So do you have close relatives, brothers, sisters, children, parents in another Canadian province? In my own case, it's a yes. And where in Canada it is, I'm going to fill. So you have to feel that you understand when you click on save, and then you move to the next page. So this is the page 3 out of 4, and information about your spouse or partner. So would you like to add information about your spouse or partner? They said, please note that Canada recognizes common law relationships who have cohabited for a minimum of 1 year. So if you want to include their information, then you have to select the NOC of your spouse. What's NOC, what occupation is your spouse also working? Is it nurse aides? You can put whatever occupation they are working. Your spouse is also in care. You can put the NOC for nurse aides, holdings, and the likes. If applicable, what is the occupation of your spouse or partner? So you can say care assistant, depending on what your partner is doing. If applicable, please attach your spouse or partner's resume here. So you can do that if you like. Then their date of birth, then what is their level of English competency, whether intermediate, basic, advanced, what is their level of French competency. So that will also count. And moving to the last page, which is the page 4, is the conclusion. It says, please note that if you are contacted by the NB employer, you may be asked to conduct your interview virtually. Thank you for your interest. So I'm going to save and move to the next. And that is it. It says that my registration has been recorded. I just need to wait to attend the event on the 27th of April. I will encourage you to attend this jobs fair or the international recruitment event that is coming up. I've watched this video up to this point. I'd like to say a very big thank you to you, and if you are yet to subscribe, please do not hesitate to smash your subscribe button, like this video, and share this video out. And if you need more information relating to Canada, migrating to Canada, opportunities in Canada, do well to check out Kemsey O's YouTube channel. She shares a lot of valuable information regarding moving to Canada. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video.